Hello everybody, welcome back to the Speakeasy.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men. Look at that, we got him in a hat again.
Yeah, we did. I like it.
Why are you in a hat, Jake?
Oh, dude, fucking right. Because we have a Kentucky single malt, and this particular hat fits well with Kentucky things.
Yeah, because modeled after Braylon Gibbons' hat. I got that thinking it would be my favorite hat, and then I would wear this one, you know, to keep that one nice. And somehow this one ended up being my favorite hat.
And this one just sitting there.
I wear it every once in a while.
Well.
But I don't wear it out ever. I wear this one out.
Huh.
So, who knows? Anyway, Kentucky single malt should definitely become more of a thing.
Yes, it should. That is a phenomenal nose.
Or if we wanted to expand the idea, since, you know, we do have more states now, just the idea of an American single malt that gets an equivocation like Scotch from Scotland.
I think, other than this one, the only American single malts I can think of come from Texas. Oh, we've got one from Kansas City, Gullytown.
Yes.
Okay. Forgot about it.
I was just sitting there like, are you serious?
It has a really...
Sorry, Restless Spirits Distilling. We still want to come hang out with you, even though he's kind of a dunce cap sometimes. It's okay, I do dumb shit too. It's just I do it in real life.
It's not that I'm stupid. I just sometimes have problems thinking.
Okay, but the nose on this, dude.
I'm chubbing.
It makes me think of Christmas. It's like, sweet
sugar cookies.
Yes.
Like the sugar cookies my mom always makes.
And there's some nuts. Not like these nuts, but like some mixed nuts or something.
87 proof.
Respectable. 43 and a half. That's more than Evan Williams single barrel, and I will drink Evan Williams single barrel all day. The last bottle I got went faster than even my last bottle of 101.
Even some 40%, so 80 proofs. I can't just shove my whole fucking nose in the glass and take a big deep breath. And this one, it's not super bitey.
No, it is
mellow,
beautiful and light and friendly, but still enticing and good. So this is a 7-year single malt. He's supposed to say shit about it. I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore. Tell him about this stuff.
So, Town Branch, Kentucky single malt. It's made by Altex Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company. It's a mouthful. The Town Branch Distillery was the first new distillery to be built in Lexington in over 100 years.
And when was it built? You just told me.
2005.
Okay. And then that's when they started aging their whiskey and stuff?
Yes. They imported 2 copper pot stills from Scotland.
I was wondering if this was copper stilled. It still doesn't say this is. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting the shit out of you, man.
I don't know about what they currently use. All I could find is what they first started using. They started out as a brewery.
Okay.
And they had a Kentucky ale.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on they had a Kentucky bourbon barrel ale.
Okay.
And then they got their... This thing is kind of wobbly.
It's for my big ass head, if you're wondering.
They imported their stills and started making their whiskey. And just kind of mostly transitioned over to primarily doing that. The name, Town Branch, comes from the body of water that the underground river that flows underneath Lexington.
Oh, an underground river. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw it said something about a river on the bottle, but I just kind of glazed over it real fast.
Yeah, it's the river underneath Lexington, Kentucky, which that river is why there's even a town. Because, you know, you'd have water.
Yeah.
Digging wells.
Yep.
And I couldn't find on their single malt, but on their, they do also have a bourbon.
Given this, I would be interested to try that bourbon.
They use a char level 5 on their barrels.
Oh, so it's a little darker than, say, the Wild Turkey or a lot of what you get. A lot of them use 3 and 4.
So, yeah.
I want to try that now.
We might have to.
This was only $30.
Yeah.
Like $35.
They've got the single malt, the bourbon, and one other at the liquor store in Eudora.
And they're all around the same price?
Yeah.
Well, I want to pick up the bourbon, so we might have to go do that sometime. You're like, how much time we got?
15 minutes.
Yeah, after we smoke these cigars, I gotta get some sleep. Anyway, I just jacked up the label. This is super impressive. Now, I gotta tell you, I don't get any cereal notes on this. I definitely get molasses and brown sugar. The brown sugar is interesting because it's reminiscent of bourbon. It's something I get a lot in bourbon.
Yeah.
But the syrupy sweetness with the kind of nuttiness and what was that other note? We were just talking about it.
Sugar cookie. It's a nice buttery sugar.
Yeah. Not like shortbread cookies like you pull out of Irish whiskey.
No,
we reviewed an Irish whiskey. This is interesting. And this is aged 7 years. Now this, I bet, is comparable to what you would expect from Gullytown if it was aged 7 years. And they're too new for that, and I get that. But this is what I mean about just a little bit of age with this single malt concept that America's finally been getting into the last couple decades.
Not everything has to be corn.
And don't get me wrong, bourbon's still my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to get some single malts from America that taste like that.
Yes.
So, if I can get all my favorite whiskeys on American soil, I'm a happy son of a bitch.
As far as...
A little bit of a nationalist, if you couldn't guess.
I'm right there with you, man. If I were to compare this to... I would put this on par with the Jameson Black Barrel. Or any... I would say I like this as well or better than any of the Speyside or Highland Scotches.
Highland Scotches, too. You're going to put this up against Highland Park 18?
That might be an exception to prove the rule.
Would you put it up against 12, though?
Yes.
Wow. See, I was thinking I would put it over any Speyside Scotch that I've had. And I would put it... Man. It's really impressive, and it's a different animal. Because it has a lot of the qualities of a single malt you get from Scotland, but there's definitely some extra sweetness that comes through that you don't expect. And a lot of Scotch has like a dark fruit note. I'm not pulling that here.
I don't know if I'm pulling any kind of fruit notes.
Yeah, I don't have anything that's fruit. Mostly brown sugar, that sugar cookie thing. The brown sugar's on the taste, by the way. Pretty much on the nose, I'm getting that sugar cookie thing and like nuts. And then I've got syrupy brown sugar stuff going on my tongue. And then that aftertaste. It's good. I'm just not sure what to pin it down as. There's it's something else really sweet. It kind of marries together, and it makes me think of these chocolates that my grandmother makes. It's not a chocolate note though, but it's these chocolates that are essentially like peanut clusters.
Okay.
Except peanut clusters, when anybody else makes them, as far as I know, are peanut butter. Hers are chocolate.
I always got them with, no. The peanut clusters I always got with chocolate.
Okay, what's the other thing?
peanut brittle.
Okay, that's probably it. Yeah.
Peanut and caramel.
Okay. Whatever. Fun story there, but no time now. I am impressed enough with this that I want to keep it in my cabinet.
Yes, and it's at a really good price point for what it's punching at, especially.
Yeah, I mean, I give these guys high marks. I'm about to give them a number that chokes me a little bit because I want to give them more. But I'm also trying to think of that scale reset that we did. So I'm going to say 8.
Son of a bitch.
But I want to say 9.
I was going to say 8 as well. Again, yeah, like it's a conservative 8.
Yeah, like it's. If I wanted to go into halves, it'd be 8.5. If I really want to bump it to that 9, it's just there's other things that land above it, even in the single malt category.
Yeah,
but they're all smoky scotches, and I prefer smoky scotch, so it could be a personal thing. Well, and I don't know if I would put this up against Highland Park 12 and 18. I would put it up against that Dalmore right there.
Oh,
and
every day.
Any Speyside. Definitely over Ardmore, which is a Highland, so. This is some impressive shit, guys. You need to keep this up. I don't know what your bourbon tastes like. If it's half this good, I could just take everything from... I won't, because I'm a wild turkey guy, and I pretty much suck Jimmy's dick in my free time. But, I could live with just having Town Branch in my cabinet if my bourbon's this good.
I think their third one I'm thinking of is a rye. It's the only thing that makes sense.
I mean, they could just go with an American whiskey and get fucky with it.
Yeah.
Do some of that Rieger shit, which is good. Don't get me wrong. Don't take that as me shitting on Riegers at all. Riegers goes fast in this house, too, when I've got it. Seth's had a bottle over there that's had like one shot out of it since Christmas. I got a holiday bottle like a week before Christmas. That bitch is almost gone. And to be clear, we're filming this like just a little before January 15th. So, yeah. Anything else you want to add?
No.
I am wicked impressed with this Town Branch. I gave you an 8 only because you've got to start punching in some really impressive territory for me to get you to 9 or 10. And had I not had a bunch of the shit that I bought this year, you definitely would have been at a 9 because I just didn't understand how good whiskey could get. Nate's a solid rating from us. Don't compare to our reviews from last year. Stick with our reviews from this year.
For sure. 8 this year's probably a 9 or a 10 last year.
Yeah. We're growing as our
palates grow.
Yeah, sure. Experiences grow is what I was going with, but that works too. Anyway, now that we've rambled on forever, till we see you again, I'm Zach.
I'm Jake.
And get over here.
I'm Stuck.
We are the Dirt Road Men. There it is.
That's a good one.
Man. I'm happy that's as good as it was.
If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, drop us a comment, and check out our Facebook page for daily updates.